Hey everybody, it's Amy G with Pampered Chef. I am here for our week 9 product demonstration. As you know, all I've shared so far are some of the fun tools, the smaller tools that I just have such fun with you. But I wanted to share one of our 4 power tools with you today because this product right here has really changed my life. It does so much and it is so easy to use. It is one of the things that was least intimidating to me to use of all of the power tools that we have. So I want to share it with you because, like I said, it's been so special to me. Not to get cheesy or anything. So what does it come with? It comes with a tamper, which you're going to use sometimes when you're using the grind mode. It also comes with a cleaning brush. It comes with a strainer bag because, as I'll explain, you have the ability to make alternative milks, meaning coconut milk, almond milk, all those good things right here. And it also comes with a cooking guide that has a ton of amazing recipes to get you started. So what is amazing about this? Well, let's not yet get to the different cooking modes, but some of the cool safety features that it has. Number 1, I love the little song, but that song is there for a reason. This will not work if you don't have the lid on. As you might be able to see, there it says lid, which means the lid is not on. It is not going to blend, explode. Stuff will not go anywhere because you don't have the lid on. That's a safety precaution. Once your lid is on and fastened correctly, you will hear the sound and you'll know that you are good to go. It is glass. It is not plastic. So it is going to be more durable. It is also not going to retain the flavor of that garlic, which, because you can use this to make soups and milkshakes, you don't want, the garlic to cross over into your cookies and cream milkshake. It's got this little lift here, which makes it easier to pull it off, okay? And one of the, and you'll note the little sound that it makes every time you put it on properly. One of my favorite things about this is the self-cleaning mode, which I will show you. So I love making all kinds of stuff in a blender. I've always loved smoothies. I hate cleaning them. I do. I hate that you have to take apart 8 things and stick it in the dishwasher and do it over again when you make a smoothie later in the day or the next morning. It's just always driven me crazy. I keep this thing clean because it is so easy to do. You do not put anything in the dishwasher. It all cleans right here, and it's one of the coolest things about it. But the first thing that we're going to do is make some peanut butter. Before I do that, let me just share the different modes that it has with you. So, of course, it's got a smoothie mode. In the cooking guide, it will have different ideas for smoothies, and you can also look up Pampered Chef smoothie recipes online, and it will give you the instructions for the order to add your ingredients, and you've got a smoothie mode. Alternative milks, as I mentioned, make your coconut milk, make your almond milk. It's so easy because this baby has a 2 horsepower engine inside of it. Now, it's not going to operate that strongly, but that is the potential that it has. That is how strong the motor can be. So it literally grinds anything. So speaking of grinding, you can grind peanuts, which we're going to do right now. Whatever you want to grind, it will grind it for you. Not whatever. Don't put marbles in here, okay? Be reasonable. But look at your cooking guide and see the different options that you have. So because this is a cooking blender, it's also got a soup and a heated puree setting, so you can make pasta sauce. I've made amazing butternut squash soup, a carrot soup. There are all kinds of soups that you can make right here in the blender. You do not cook anything first. Let me tell you, I make butternut squash soup every Thanksgiving, and it's a pain in the butt. You have to roast your butternut squash, then you have to scrape it, then you have to put it in the blender, then you have to dump it out, then you have to boil. All these different things. Nope. This is not a friction-based heating. It has a heating element. So you are going to see the temperature rising as it cooks. And that is what makes this different than a lot of other blenders that purport to cook, but they cook using friction, so you don't have the level of control that you have with this. There's a sauce setting. There is a jam setting. Yes, I make homemade jelly and homemade peanut butter, and my kids think that I'm like some amazing cook. They know I do it in here, but you know, it's so easy to do. I feel a little bit guilty feeling, you know, like such a cool mom. And then of course you've got your custom blend, which is for all the other stuff like making milkshakes. And if you haven't owned an amazing blender before, there is a difference between your cheap blender and something like this in terms of making the milkshakes and the smoothies. It gets the froth perfectly. Oh my God, the pina coladas we made in here, just the texture, amazing. So I'm gonna stop talking about it. I'm gonna show you. We're gonna make peanut butter now, and it's literally the only ingredients in the homemade peanut butter is peanuts. It takes about 2 minutes, so it's going to get very noisy. I might cut some of that out so that you don't have to listen to that, but because it's so powerful, it is very noisy. And I will show you the peanut butter, and then we will go ahead and clean it as well. So we're just going to dump our peanuts in. Now I use honey roasted peanuts. You don't have to add oil or anything. The peanuts have all that in there, and you don't need to do anything to make it work. So we're going to switch it to grind. And then I'm going to push go, and we're going to make some peanut butter. So it is done now. It finished with that beep. Now you can use the regular Pampered Chef scrapers. This specific scraper is available for purchase as well. And there is our amazing peanut butter. Okay? And you can see it's super creamy. My son thinks I'm a fabulous chef because I make homemade peanut butter. And you can store it in your little mason jars and stick it in the fridge, and it will not last very long at all because it is delicious. So once I get this all scraped out, I'm going to show you the cleaning mode. All right, so I have finished using the blender to make my peanut butter. I've got the peanut butter kind of messily poured into one of our flexible prep bowls, silicone prep bowls, and I am going to share these at a later date. These are one of my favorite things as well. But I'm going to take the peanut butter and set it aside, stick that in the fridge, and I'm going to show you how we clean our blender. So all we need is 3 cups of water. I do this multiple times per day. My husband's over there, he will attest to that because I use the blender multiple times per day. And then we're going to add just a few drops of dish soap. I watered this down a little bit so that I didn't overdo it, so that I'll use a little bit more than you normally would, but that's all you have to do. Put your lid on, and then you turn it to heated wash, and magic will happen. Now this can take a while because it's heating up and then it's pausing. It'll raise the temperature again, it'll pause, like once it gets hot enough, it'll spin again. So I'm going to cut some of this out. You won't see the full length of it because it takes probably 5 minutes for it to run the full cleaning cycle, and you don't want to watch that whole thing. So it's at 131 degrees now with 10 seconds to go. Okay, so it just beeped, we're done. I'm going to go dump it and come back. All right, so I am back. I have dumped the soapy water out. What I always do is add another 3 cups of water and just do a rinse cycle with no soap to make sure that we've gotten everything out of there. But you can rest assured that your blender is clean because you can see the heat going up and you know that it's getting sanitized. And that is my absolute favorite thing about this. You don't have to take things apart and put them in the dishwasher. And in fact, this is not dishwasher safe. You cannot get the bottom part wet at all because that is where all of the machine magic happens. So that is our Pampered Chef Deluxe Cooking Blender. If you have any questions about it, feel free to send me an email at amygpamperedchef@gmail.com, or you can find me on Instagram at amygpc or on Facebook at amygpamperedchef. This is a $349 product. It is worth every single penny. Like I said, I use it multiple times per day, and it really has changed my life. I make a lot of healthy meals with it because of the ability to cook things right in this blender. But you also can score this for 50% off at least by hosting a party once your sales reach the required amount to get that 50% off item. So feel free to let me know if you're interested in doing that. If you have any questions, otherwise I'll see you next week for week 10.